Nope. Something for the ladies, right? And now we get the backside.
I just put this rock wall in right here. You see that? So here we are, standing over Fort Griswold's extension. This is where they put it after America got some money. You can see basically what Colonel Ledyard was looking at during the Revolutionary War, and then whoever was here during the Spanish-American War, we're not really sure. Just overlooking the river, you got the Long Island Sound out that way, so any Navy that wanted to come in here had to look at these 20 guns right here, as well as, I'm not sure if you can see, Fort Trumbull over yonder. So, you know, we're America, kind of a big deal. Look here, according to historians, this is called the Padier Magasin. Okay, so it was French for the place where they held magazines, and so the soldiers would come in here and they would read in the shade because it was really, really hot out here, and that's how they kept up with the Kardashians. Yeah. So this Fort Grummel,
Groton?
I forgot which fort this was. The Fort of Groton was for the Revolutionary War / the Spanish-American War. So like, you know, that time, late 1700s, early 1800s. And then after the fact, they built that tower as like a, good job, guys, you did your job. And you'll notice, I don't know if you can see from here, but that top bit is a little bit darker than the rest of the bit, which means that they built it as a tourist trap. And then they realized, we don't want people up here anymore because you can only fit like 2 people up there at a time. So then they capped it, and now it's an obelisk. So we're basically half Egyptian. And then you duck behind the dirt and the rocks. It's like, how do you let an army cross this? That's ridiculous. You got the high ground. Anakin. Memes. So here, you'll find me in front of the shot furnace, as mentioned on this sign. Not here for the Revolutionary, but for the Spanish-American War. And I believe, I might be wrong here, but I believe that this was used when the soldiers wanted to drink absinthe, because you know, you light it on fire. And so what they'd do is they'd come over to the furnace with their shot glass, and they'd be like, "Get me, bartender." And then they would be on fire, and then they'd walk away from the furnace because it's really, really hot, in which case they'd take the shot and then carry on with the battle. Because who wants to fight sober? If you look here, this is probably how the British got in, because the Americans just left this door wide open off to the side, so it's like they're not even paying attention. Battle's coming from over there, and suddenly, you know, the British are just hitting you on the flank. Bad strategery. Super cool though. So I just wanted to take a moment of reflection because this is the spot that Colonel Ledyard perished during the massacre of Fort Griswold. Essentially what happened, the British came in, the Americans fought to the last man, but then they surrendered a little bit. And so then the British came in, and Colonel Ledyard was like, "Yo, dog, here's my sword." And then the British guy was like, "Thanks, bro, this is a really cool sword." Huzzah! And so I just wanted to take a moment and thank this man for everything he's done for America. Yar, matey! This is what I would look like as a revolutionary. Look at my macaroni.
Macaroni?
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, it's not macaroni and cheese from the Yankee Doodle song. It's put a feather in his hat, called macaroni, which is, I believe, an Italian word for some fancy stuff in your hat. For rich people, the British were calling us peasants by saying a feather is macaroni. The more you know.